Shekal, welcome everyone. Okay, I'm just saying that entire thing never fails to make me feel good. Maybe that's why you should do it more often. I know I came once in the start of the year, then in the middle of the year, and now at the end of the year. I do a better job 2022. 2022, bro. Today's video is gonna be a little different. It's not something that I've done before. Okay, this will be more of like things that I learned in 2021 that I will be carrying in 2022. And as I'm gonna be taking you guys also on this journey, I'd like you guys also to carry it with you. Because I love you. So, come with me and let's see about 21 things I've learned in 2021. Let's go. The first one. You know what? Call me family oriented, but the first one, family is always there. No matter what shit you're going through, no matter what, family's always got your back. Okay, from now on, I'm just saying, like, just hand me my degree in psychology. I do have a degree in psychology, but just hand me my PhD in psychology, bro. I'm going to be spitting facts from now on. Okay. The second thing that I learned, to reach your higher self, you have to heal. There is no way around. If you want to be the best version of yourself, you gotta put in the work. You have to heal from the trauma that scarred you. Like, no matter what, you cannot just sit there and be like, oh yeah, I'm feeling shitty. I'm feeling like this is affecting me, but I'm still going to be the best version of myself. I'm sorry, but if you've done it, good. But according to me, impossible. You have to heal from everything that broke you for you to reach the best version of yourself. I mean, if you guys really disagree, you can like comment below. I'm still right. I'm always right. Third one, craving for drama is a kind of coping mechanism. Okay, hear me out. If you haven't come from a traumatic household, if you haven't been raised in chaos, you don't really want to be part of the drama. Some of us just crave for drama. Some of us want to be at the center of it. Some of us want to create it. But all of that is a coping mechanism if you actually think about it. The fourth thing I learned, I wouldn't actually put it like I learned it this year. It's something like I learned over time. But the fourth thing that I learned is it's okay to be alone. Again, I'm not saying lonely, I'm saying alone. You need to know the difference and you need to be okay with being alone. If you don't like yourself, how can you expect someone else to like you? The fifth one. Have you ever had that fear that someone's gonna walk away from your life, so you let them walk all over you? Yeah, that needs to stop. We ain't taking that energy in 2022. The sixth thing that I learned is you don't have to worry about their reaction or their action. All you have to worry about is your reaction to their action. You can react completely opposite to what you've thought. People have surprised me. But that's the thing. All you have to worry about and all you can control is your reaction. And how they will think, what they will feel is really none of your business, is it? Seventh one, opportunities are right around the corner. Don't fucking let fear stop you from getting them. All of this, I've learned it the hard way. I've lost opportunities because I was extremely fearful to go for it. But I've also got opportunities because I've overcome that fear and here I am. I am doing the job I absolutely love because I took a chance on myself. Eighth thing, you know those cute moments that you have with your friends, that drinking parties, those fights that you've had with them, cherish them, hold on to them, because you never know when you'll have them again and you might or might never have it again. So while you have it, enjoy it. The ninth one, I know a lot of you might not agree with this, but It is okay to be angry. So I'm someone who gets angry only at people I absolutely adore or love, and I think I have the right to be angry at. So when I moved to Thunder Bay, I obviously stopped getting angry completely. But then I realized instead of like showing the anger outside, I was showing it inwards. I was throwing the anger at me. I was belittling myself. Like, I'd rather it be you than me. So it is okay to be angry at others. The 10th thing that I learned, you have to treat yourself like you are the best person you've ever met. You know why? It's you that's gonna spend the rest of the life with you. You might have a partner, you might have your parents, and yeah, they all have a role to play. But when you sleep at night, it's you, just you, with yourself. I mean, if you don't treat yourself like you are the best, who else will? And honestly, just be kind to yourself. Like, that's something I'm still learning. I'm trying to be kind to myself. And with all the external, emotional, and mental abuse, I just realized the amount of mental abuse I have put on myself. Like, just be kind to yourselves. The 11th one. I cannot stress this enough. If someone says that your standards are too high, you know what? Cut them off. Your standards are never too high. If a guy ever goes like, oh, those are extremely high standards, no girl has that high standards. Bro, you know what you deserve. You've gone through shit to know what exactly you deserve. So if you think you deserve that, you do deserve that. So if anyone makes you feel like, oh, you don't deserve that, bruh, he ain't for us. Keep walking. 12th thing. Cut those toxic people out. I know it's easier said than done because toxic relationships are extremely addictive. Makes you feel like you can't live without them. I mean, if you can't cut them out, distance yourself. Again, as I told, we ain't taking that energy in 2022. 13th one. If you are toxic, please accept it. Like, I know for a fact my stupid ass is toxic as fuck. But that is the thing, I'm trying to fix that so I don't project my insecurities onto someone else. But if you are toxic, please accept it. Just know you're toxic and just don't deny the fact that you're toxic and go like, oh, me? Who? Toxic? Sheesh. Where is toxicity? The 14th thing that I learned, it's okay to change. You know how many times I've done the things that I said I would never do? It's something against everything I believe in. And I'm still standing. Honestly, I don't even feel guilty about them. I just did it. Change is the only thing that's constant, my child. 15th one. Okay, you know what? Before you get into the whole healing process and go like, oh, I'm going to fix myself, no one ever tells you that healing is fucking hard. It's not just that one day you work on it and you're fine. You have those days where you're going to break and those days where you're going to feel extremely grateful that you're alive. But it is extremely hard. No one ever talks about that side of healing. Like, no one talks about that side of self-love as well. When you're giving yourself that much love, it means you're taking away power from every single person you've given it to. So that takes a lot. You lose a lot of friends, you lose a lot of people who are close to you. So you just let that go. And whatever said and done, like, no one ever talks about how hard healing is. Take your time, go at your own pace. If it takes you 6 months, 1 year, 1 year. 16th one. You know, naturally I'm a storyteller, so I hate it when someone else tells my story. So you are the writer of your own story. If someone comes and tries to narrate the story you are writing the way they want it to, stop them. You don't owe them anything. You tell your story the way you want to be told. The 17th thing that I learned, you need love for anything to grow. You cannot stay in a toxic environment and ask yourself, oh, why am I not growing? I've done that so many times. Like, okay, this is like my favorite example that I give because it's something that I saw. I'm someone who loves plants and Canada is getting really cold, so I had to buy a heater. So I had like 3 plants in my room, and obviously because of the heater, the plants kept dying and I didn't water it. Obviously, the environment that I was creating for my plants were extremely toxic. I wasn't watering it, it was extremely hot, so they'd wither. And I'd look at them and I'd be like, oh, it's so sad. Let me just put it out. And then they'd be fine. And I'd get them back into my room. And it's the same cycle. And then I realized it's not going to change until I make it change. I'm the only one who can do it. So I cannot keep bringing it back to a toxic environment and be like, why is it dying? Because I am letting you die. So you cannot stay in a toxic environment and be like, why haven't I learned anything this year? Why haven't I grown? The 18th thing. Okay, if you think distance is gonna make things better, go for it. Distance yourself from that person. But just know this much, that when you see this person or when you meet him or her, it's all gonna hit you like a you know, that whole thing that out of sight, out of mind doesn't really work. It's gonna hit you. So all of the emotions that you've been bottled up is gonna hit you so bad, and you're gonna screw yourself over. This is the year that I learned. Yes, I'm gonna quote my favorite song. This is the year that I learned I'd rather feel pain than nothing at all. 10th thing that I learned, being vulnerable is extremely important. This is something that I read. It said there is no change, creativity and innovation without vulnerability. If you're not being vulnerable, you're not allowing the possibility of life. 20th thing that I learned, this is something that my therapist said and I absolutely love it. And of course, I'm going to tell you guys about it. There is an extremely thin line between fear and intuition. And more often than not, we do mistake fear for intuition and intuition for fear. First and the last thing, and the biggest thing that I learned this year, which all of us are going to take it to next year. Your tolerance for bullshit should be 0. Dude, you have been put on this planet to do amazing things, okay? So every time you let someone walk all over you, every time you let someone treat you the way you don't deserve to be treated, you're showing them that you don't respect yourself enough. And it's just such a waste of life. You are this amazing human being and you don't have to deal with any bullshit that anyone puts you through. And the choices you make are yours. You do not have to explain them or defend them, and it is completely okay for you to put yourself first. Okay, so that is it for today's video. Thank you so much. I know that was an extremely heavy video and I don't know if most of you did stay till the end of it, but obviously I'm gonna cut it and keep putting it on Instagram Reels as new videos. Thank you so much for your patience and thank you for supporting me through whatever I did, even though it was extremely less. Thank you so much for supporting me, and thank you for my real ones who've always had my back. It has been an amazing year. It has been a year of love, laughter, lessons, heartbreaks, pain, and honestly, I wouldn't change anything. And the biggest thing is, it has been a year of healing, so I wouldn't change a thing. So thank you all for being a part of my life, and I do expect and I'm hoping that I will be a bigger part in your lives next year. So before you go, don't forget to make someone smile today, spread positivity and be kind, and Happy New Year!